Hello, beautifuls. Welcome back to my Chanel. It's been a little while. It's been a little while since we've done Extreme Makeover Plastic Surgery Edition, my loves. How are we all doing today? I hope you are all having a marvelous day, no matter where you are in the world. So a few weeks ago, I started the Extreme Makeover Plastic Surgery Edition review and reaction and mockumentary series, where we met Janine, who was interchangeably referred to as punk and goth and metal by all of the production people, which makes no sense because those are very, very different, you know, subcultures, but here we are, never mind. So we met Janine, and I actually thought that the surgeon involved in that whole process was actually quite kind and almost gave me a bit more of a viewer experience that I would like to experience if I was in a plastic surgeon's office. Granted, they did start to take it a little bit over the top with the amount of surgeries they were doing in one place, and also the fact that they asked him to do a, you know, ear reconstruction when, you know, he hadn't actually seen one before. But that led me to thinking that Extreme Makeover may not be as bad as I assumed it would be. For some reason, I thought it was really going to be like this, the Swan before, the Swan Girls, if you know what I mean. So I thought it was going to be like really quite intense. I thought there was going to be a presenter that was like,
look how awful you look. Oh, aren't you awful? You need a brow lift and a breast lift, go.
But it wasn't that case at all. I felt like the doctor involved in that specific episode really took on board what the contestant or the patient really wanted. We are going to take it all the way back to 2005. I know, right? We haven't had a 2005 episode of anything yet, and we are going to meet Katie. So without further ado, my loves, I don't know what this episode today is going to be like, so I've got my monster at the ready, and I think it's time to delve into Extreme Makeover Plastic Surgery Edition, my loves. All right, let's pop in the ohrhanger. Oh, first try.
Tonight, dreams really do come true for the youngest person to ever get.
I look like I had Down syndrome.
The youngest person. Sorry, 19 things have just happened in that single sentence. Okay, so why does Extreme Makeover only have like 2 pixels? We've seen 7, we've seen 4, we've seen 3, we've never seen 2 pixels before. This is 2 pixels. Also, she is going to be the youngest person ever on Extreme Makeover for like this plastic surgery adventure. So that is quite a big title in itself. Maybe that is why this episode was so easily able to be seen, I guess. I don't know. Let's meet Katie.
See?
It's because her jaw deformity has not only ruined her looks, it
Jaw
could even
deformity.
jeopardize her life.
She can't break anything, so it's a choking hazard.
A dream.
Oh my god, that editing was a bit much, wasn't it? It's like, invert the shot, endanger her life, girls! At this point, I kind of feel like I can really sympathise with Katie in this situation, because while what I have is actually causing me quite a lot of mental anguish, it's not like a physical deformity. I would not class myself as a transsexual woman to have a physical deformity. I think that's a strong word that should be reserved for very specific things. However, obviously, I have gender dysphoria, and the surgeries that I get are going to alleviate that dysphoria. So I sort of imagine that in the similar sort of plane, if Katie has her jaw fixed and becomes, you know, as they're going to say, like a beautiful lady on the go, then it's going to alleviate that level of dysphoria that she has. I don't know if you can even call it dysphoria. I guess it would be dysmorphia, but dysmorphia, I feel like, is a very separate thing in itself. I don't have the medical language to be able to talk about this, so hopefully we're going to learn a bit more on the adventure. I just thought I really had to say that in there. Really had to.
Deformity has not only ruined her looks, it could even jeopardize
Ruined
her
her
life.
looks.
She can't break
That's
anything,
a way
so it's
to
a
say it,
choking
isn't it?
hazard.
A dream transformed into a miracle by a doctor who alters the inner architecture of the human face.
The moment
I
of
mean-
truth is here.
A makeover that is truly extreme
Going to fracture her jaw.
in every way.
Wait, what?
Babies.
Why did she have, like, demon eyes then? What was that all about? What was that? That was very strange. Is this her? Is this her?
Babes.
No, surely. Wow.
Extreme makeover.
The full package is here now. You can see the spark.
Wow, you look fantastic. Man, are you gonna be pretty.
Mission accomplished.
Cramp.
Wow, mission accomplished. What is this title sequence? I said it before on the last episode of Extreme Makeover, but it is very like, I am a mysterious lady. She's got the hors d'oeuvre. Oh, fantastic. It's very that, isn't it? So the Swan has really followed this sort of like introduction of being like, we've got a fitness expert, we've got a lady who does something mysterious, we've got a surgeon, we've got a this person, we've got that, like, it's all very like the same sort of panel of people, isn't it? Although they are completely different people, if that makes sense.
Push it in, baby. Watch the flashing light. I'm here to introduce you to a rock star.
Watch the flashing light. Okay, gosh. Wow, that's very VHS, isn't it? Howard Schultz.
More than a dream, A miracle is about to come true.
Oh, don't phrase
Katie
it like
Cox
that.
is the first teenager to receive an extreme makeover.
The first teenager.
Not so much because of her appearance, but rather her life-threatening deformity.
At times I felt like, why me?
Since child.
This is clearly an American show because if you had a life-altering deformity, such as in your jaw where you need to eat, in the UK, this would be fixed on the NHS. You would see a maxillofacial surgeon at, a sensible time, and this would be corrected. If it was really that life-threatening, it really would be corrected for free in the UK. I think I might be a bit shocked this whole way through that somebody has to get onto a plastic surgery reality TV show in order to fix a problem that could jeopardize their life. That, to me, sounds very late-stage capitalism, end of times. Do you know what I mean? Oh, no! Okay, this is a baby photo.
She has been suffering a genetic quirk, a severe overgrowth of her lower jaw.
Okay, a genetic
It was like,
quirk.
at first it was just like, okay, I must just be growing. Maybe this is just a growth spurt and everything else will just catch up. Until that just kept growing and everything else stopped.
Wow, okay.
And the orthodontist told me that I need jaw surgery.
Finally, at the age of 18.
What was that? The orthodontist told her that she needed jaw surgery, so they were like, wow, invert that
Jaw surgery.
Like, that's a bit strong, isn't it? Like, this is going to clearly be like a corrective procedure that will alleviate problems within someone's life. So this is a very strange... I feel like this should be like a documentary of healthcare rather than go on extreme makeover, girl, get a brow lift, yeah. Are they just going to say, let's alleviate the problems with your jaw? Or are they going to be like, do you know what, also, whilst you're here, we'll have get your cankles done.
The growth has stabilized, and Katie is eligible for a remarkable surgery.
The surgery is called maxillofacial surgery.
Yes, it is. That's what I'll have.
Break my jaw here and move it back. And break the top jaw all the way across and move it forward. I've noticed
so
that
that's
when
how
I was
they
eating,
balance
people would
it.
stare. And I don't like having to bite into a sandwich and everything starts coming out.
She's not able to break food with her front teeth.
This is, that's...
If you give her a sandwich,
that must be debilitating to not be able to break food with your front teeth. It's like that's the function of the front teeth, isn't it? So it's like, oh gosh, okay.
which with a piece of lettuce in it or something, she can bite it and that lettuce will just be in a whole piece. She can't break anything, so it's a choking hazard.
At the very age a girl matures into womanly beauty, Katie's deformity
Shall we listen to that again, shall we? Because I'm fully... Okay, right, what was that all about? Let's listen to that again.
At the very age a girl matures into womanly beauty.
That's very Sleeping Beauty, isn't it? That sounds very like 18. I don't know. That seems very... I don't know. That sentence just makes me feel like creepy vibes. I don't know why. It just does. How do you guys feel about hearing that sentence? A girl matures into womanly beauty. And he's just about to say, because I heard a split second, her deformity. So, like, is the narrative they're going through here, like...
Katie can't emerge into her natural beauty because of this awful deformity, girls.
Which is absolutely not the way that these things should be portrayed on TV. Absolutely not. It should be used as an educational learning curve. How many thousands of people out there that are going to be in Katie's position, but they're not going to be able to go onto a show like Extreme Makeover and get it fixed? So do they just now feel like they'll never reach womanly beauty because of this? The language in this show, I'm less enjoying this one than the one that we did previously, my loves.
Katie's deformity makes her feel like an outcast.
A doctor once commented that I looked like I had Down syndrome. And
that's
ever
not good
since
for a
then, I
doctor
kept
to
looking
say.
at myself in the mirror and saying, like, is that what people see? I always feel like I'm the
what's that?
odd man out. When I look at
Cards?
myself, it's like, oh yeah, an 18-year-old who has acne,
18.
who wears glasses, and has had braces on for 6 years.
Braces for 6 years. Wow, okay, that is particularly extreme. I don't know here, like, no one has suggested to Katie here that, like, acne is quite... In the majority of the population that suffer with acne, it doesn't just go away as soon as you turn 18. And your glasses aren't just going to magically repair yourself once you hit 18. Like, your vision is not going to go... You've hit 18, we're all done, girls. I feel like Katie's self-esteem has been pretty much shot to pieces because of this whole experience that she's gone through. But also back in 2005, were people really like, I don't know, like 18 to me is an adult, but it's also a very young adult. Like, you are just an adult, just an adult. You can't have everything figured out at 18. Absolutely not.
And I've been called little things like geek and dork and stuff.
I think Katie feels that her looks hold her back a little bit.
I have never kissed a boy.
But you're 18.
Had a boyfriend.
You don't want to do
Never
that
had
at
a date till,
18.
like a senior prom or something.
Oh.
And it was always just in my mind, is that how I look? I know that Katie, she's a little bit
Unfortunately, teenage boys really do only care about looks. Realistically, they do, because in the same boat, I was never asked to prom. I was never asked to go to places. I'm still now in this day and age not asked to go on dates. So, like, boys really care about how things look. Unfortunately, men seem to be very visual creatures. Of course, there are outliers, but that is exactly it. And unfortunately, us as women we should not internalize that struggle, even though it is so easy to do so. I do feel like we lack the language and the coping mechanisms to say, actually, looks aren't everything. Beauty does fade. If you peak in high school as a beautiful, popular person, the rest of your life's going to be miserable if that was your only thing going for you, was you were gorgeous in high school. What about the next 50 years, Keith? 50 years.
Like, you know how most girls are like, oh, I'm gonna show off my breasts, or I'm gonna wear something that's
At 18? I mean...
like revealing. Katie's not that kind of person. I don't like not feeling...
But you don't have to reveal your bosoms in order to feel gorgeous. There are so many different ways in order to feel pretty. I love a red lip. There we go.
proportional.
I want to be able to maybe
Wait,
go
what?
out and wear
Hang on.
That's like
What was that?
revealing. Katie's not that kind of person. I don't like not feeling proportional.
You're 18. I don't like not feeling proportional. You're 18. In the eyes of biology, you are still a child at that point because your body doesn't really fully mature until you are about 25, between 24 and 28, somewhere in that sort of range for most adult people. Oh no, this is going off the scale, isn't it, girls? Because not only are they trying to frame this as like we're performing corrective surgery, which is basically what it is, it's corrective surgery, they're also going to throw in all these cosmetics procedures that maybe aren't necessarily needed. Oh, I suppose it wouldn't be an extreme makeover without that, would it?
I want to be able to maybe go out with my friends, just like dance and have fun. You know, I don't feel like I can do that right now.
Hey, Kayla, sign in, all right?
But then I volunteer and I do everything else that makes me feel good, so it kind of cancels it all out.
In her spare time, Katie works at this after-school center for youngsters, where she is never judged and very much loved.
If you live your life as woe is me, no one loves me, no one cares about me, you're not going to succeed.
But the thing is also, Katie, is at this point, I don't know why no one here has stepped into Katie and said that at this point you're going to feel all of these emotions. Even perfectly typical healthy people feel complete rejection during your teenage years because your body is undergoing so many changes before the age of 18 from the age of 13, 14. Your body goes through all these really dramatic things, actually. So your mind won't catch up. Your mind doesn't catch up for years after you're 18. So I find it very strange that no one has suggested that maybe Katie just needs a little bit of therapy to help cope with the other things that are going on with her life as well. But she's just there said that she doesn't feel loved. And that is something that does cut deep because wanting to feel love is a universal human experience.
And my goal is to succeed and be the best that I can be.
This is why I love her. I do love her.
And so did we at Extreme Makeover, where dreams really
So
do
did
come
we
true.
at the Corporation
Our
of
mission statement here
Evil.
at the Youth Center is helping kids be all they can be.
Especially for
Congrats.
deserving people like Katie Cox.
What I'm about to tell you, I hope will help you be all you can be. Katie Cox, really, you're getting an extreme makeover.
I mean, okay, everyone's going insanely wild over this. Film all the children screaming, girls.
You deserve it. You deserve it. Good for you.
You deserve it.
I do think
Interesting
this
words.
makeover will drastically change her life. I think it's just going to boost her confidence through the ceiling.
Yeah,
and all the
I do
attention
see
she's
that.
gotten from all of this. How wonderful. I mean, for her to see all these people that care so much and love her.
But I must also say that very much sounded like the fact that production chose to include that soundbite of look at all the attention she's getting because she's getting this opportunity. I feel like that soundbite is actually quite problematic. And I'm about to tell you why it's a scandal, girls. Because you should never get surgery for attention. There are lots of things that you can do in this world for attention, and there are some things that, you know, even those of us who don't really like attention have done. I personally don't really like attention. I don't like big groups of people staring at me, and that unfortunately has hindered me in my life. I really dislike attention. But unfortunately, I do feel like Extreme Makeover has had a hand in the idea, or at least it's a symptom. It's a symptom of an overarching problem, which is that the male gaze is so desired that you are willing to put yourself through all these things just to have it. And when you have it, you hate it. How many, like, typically beautiful people do you know who are like, I actually really don't like men paying attention to them? Because the kind of men that pay attention to you, most of the time, are not worthy of that title. It's not nice to have unwanted male attention. It really isn't. And I can't like, I don't know, girls. Maybe I'm just on my own there. I felt like I was going on a rant, but maybe I should reserve that. Okay, Katie, let's continue.
I think I'm ready. Yeah, I'm just like, come on, do it now. I'm just like, yeah.
Ahead.
Oh, it's very Sesame Street, isn't it?
Miracle.
It's just gonna look so fantastic.
An amazing reveal.
I felt like
That
I
is
owned
her.
that room.
Ooh.
Our teenager suffering from a severe jaw deformity. Who's
God,
just
they love these
arrived
morphing
with her
shots,
mom
don't they?
at The Makeover Mansion.
The Makeover Mansion. Okay.
Having my mom come here and seeing where I'm gonna stay and meeting the people that are gonna help me.
Is your mom
kind of
staying with
return
you?
a peace of mind. I don't feel as scared as I would by myself.
Oh, poor thing. This is so intense. This is so intense. Imagine going on a show like this at 18 years old. At 18, I was still in college going, what am I going to do with my life? I cannot imagine if someone was like, here we go. We're going to give you all the surgery that you want. That's really scary and kind of actually a little bit unethical, if you know what I mean. Because I feel at 18, you have this worldview that slowly evolves more and more and more over the next 10 years up until you're like 28. You're still not a full, huge adult. Like, you might not have, like, worked out everything you want about the world. Oh, it's scary, girl. Just because you're 18 doesn't mean all the problems you faced at 17 aren't still there. Do you know what I mean? Whereas the problems you have at 18 are not the same problems you have at 28. Do you know what I mean? Oh, it's a lot.
Facing extreme facial surgery, Katie is caught between fear and fantasy.
Hey, Chris, that's Katie.
And, like a teenager, reaches out to her friends.
You mean you asked her to do this?
They're doing surgery tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Have your mom call me after the surgery if she
Yeah,
can.
yeah, sure.
Just to make sure you're okay. I love you, Katie.
Love you too. I'll just
Oh, look how, like,
Okay, bye.
Bye.
small.
That very
Oh.
day, Katie embarks on the first step of her extreme makeover.
Right, what is
to
it? What is
lose
it?
weight.
Oh, okay.
It's nice to meet you.
At
I
18,
want Katie to be slender, toned, with a
Michael
real nice figure.
Thurmond? God, this text
Okay,
is awful.
Katie, I know they're going to be breaking your jaw soon. Okay?
Yeah, so
And
we can't really
gums,
do-
everything else, and
yeah.
you're not going to be able to eat.
Yes,
So you're going to be
exactly.
on a diet.
All liquid?
Yep. You know, this is kind of a rough thing to do because you're not going to be able to eat. You're not going to be able to have any activity.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, that's
honey.
fine.
Why are you crying?
Because she's 18 and this is
think
quite
it's-
overwhelming.
My expectation coming here is that, you know, I'll be on this diet and I'll be able to work out, and all of a sudden I'm here that I can't, that I won't be able to do that. There's not really a lot of time that I think that I can get back into
this
the body
is-
I had.
As soon as you can
The-
get soft.
The body you had, there's not really a lot of time that you can get back to the body you had, Katie. You're 18. Why has no one explained this to her? That, like, bodies change and they can change back, but you're not gonna, like, your body at 18 can never be the same as it was at 13, 14, 15, or 16. Ah!
Solid food, I can work you out. This I can fix in no time. Okay? So don't worry, it'll happen real quickly.
Well, at least he's trying to reassure her.
You're welcome.
And we get a cuddle.
Katie travels
Okay.
to Long Beach, California for a workup with a renowned surgeon who specializes in jaw reconstruction.
Katie? Hi.
Oh.
Dr. Silligy, very nice to meet you.
Dr. Silligy.
Mandibular hyperplasia is a condition where the lower jaw grows farther
Oh,
forward
look at this
than
X-ray
the upper
girl.
jaw.
Katie, open for me. Great. Bite down. Your lower lip is probably about an inch farther forward than your upper lip. This is an x-ray we took of your face. Everything is just way too far forward.
This is reconstructive, not plastic surgery.
Yes,
What we're going
for the
to
first
do
time.
Is make two very small incisions inside your mouth.
Dr. Silligy will actually have to rebuild the infrastructure of Katie's lower face.
Once we do
Infrastructure.
that, we'll be able
Infrastructure? Infrastructure? She's not the metro circuit. That was an interesting choice of words. He's going to rebuild the jawline, basically, to replace it into a shape that lends itself better to a more comfortable life. right? Why couldn't they use those sorts of language to explain to people that this is a procedure that can be done instead of using really big scary things like,
he's going to rebuild her infrastructure?
That scares people. That's a scary phrase. That's a scary sentence for reconstructive surgery.
Able to push their whole lower jaw backwards, and we're going to hold it in place with some little tiny titanium screws.
See, he's being really, his bedside manner is really good.
Those lower teeth that nestle nicely behind your upper teeth. We're going to take great care of you.
And
You're
that's
just going to have a fantastic result.
Exactly. How wonderful would you feel coming out of a consultation like that? This narrator is obviously having to big it up because, you know, extreme makeover girls. But this idea of being like gently reminded and reassured of what it is that you're going under is important. Gosh, I'm getting all worked up. I have to look out the window. Oh, it's birds and there's a dog. There was none of those things.
More of Katie's story later. But first,
I think I will miss my old face.
it's the night before Katie Cox's jaw surgery.
But I think when we have pictures, I can always be like, oh, yeah, I remember that, but look at me now.
As Katie contemplates surgery,
that's a good way to look at it. A very adult, mature way of looking at it.
Meticulously reviewing the architecture of her face.
We've done some tracings off of her x-rays, and I'm just checking those measurements to make sure we put everything exactly where it needs to be.
To ensure all goes well.
I've never seen all this.
As
Incredible.
Katie's big day dawns, someone is waiting at the hospital. Her mom.
I'm actually very nervous. I keep getting these little.
I'm so glad she has someone with her. So glad.
And seeing her. I love you, sweetheart.
So glad that she has someone with
That's
her.
part of the surgery to having my mom here.
Actually, I wonder if, obviously, because America is different to the UK, for something like this, if you go into surgery under 21 years old, do you have to have like a parent or guardian or someone of that caliber with you? Because in the UK, I think you don't have to, because like we're flat out considered as adults in the UK at 18. So,
Over before you know it. Honestly, you're going to be waking up in just what's going to seem like 5 minutes.
Anticipating it for 6
that's
years, and
good.
then all of a sudden it's happening and we're here. I love you.
I love you too.
6 years between 13 and 18 feels like decades as well.
Thank you.
Oh, in she goes. Off she goes, girl. Oh.
Sure.
As we were putting her to sleep, she got a little teary-eyed. I asked her if she was upset, and what she really felt was finally, after all these years,
relief.
The moment of truth is here.
Okay.
You are about to witness a truly extreme surgery.
What we're going to do now that Katie's asleep is just make a very small incision inside of her mouth. Going to
Oh, this is very similar to what I will have.
fracture her jaw.
Well, maybe not the jaw fracturing.
And now what we're going to
but
do
the
is just
incisions.
gently separate this.
Do you know, I probably won't even have to blur any of this because you can't see
Most of
it.
the patients that undergo this procedure will have some numbness of their lower lip or chin. So we're doing everything we can right now to preserve that nerve so that won't happen.
Oh, so they can't sever that nerve. I guess it's this one here, this nerve here. What's it called, the mandibular
I
nerve?
think it's going to make a big difference for her. So now is a great time to do it.
Or is it here?
I'm so happy for her.
I think it's here, actually.
She's been so nervous and worried and excited and everything, but now it's finally over for her too. So she doesn't have to be scared about the surgery anymore.
Oh,
can't wait to see her.
Oh, what a lovely mum.
Katie's jaw, no longer attached to her face, rests totally in Dr. Silligy's hand.
Afterwards, she's going to be right like so.
I mean, I know, but oh my gosh, that sentence. Her jaw is no longer attached to her face and rests fully in his hand. Oh, I love surgery. Oh, isn't it also hideous? Oh, isn't it amazing that we can do these things? But also, why? Himst.
Rigidly holding those segments together.
Oh, is
so
it the
final little
titanium?
step is to check to make sure that her jaw works correctly and that her bite is stable. Right on the button. In about a month, we're going to get her braces off. She'll go over to Dr. Dorfman. He'll prep her teeth for veneers. And in 6 weeks, she's going to be an entirely different person.
Did they really need to say that? So she's had braces for 6 years. So what they're going to do? Shave all her teeth off and put veneers in. Oh, what was the point then? What was the point of doing 6 years of braces? All that, just for veneers. Okay, right, let's see. Oh, poor thing, look.
Hey, it's amazing. You look so beautiful. Oh my God, I can't wait till you see it.
I want someone to say that to me after I come out of FFS.
surgery.
Is that woman in heels?
Hi.
Look at
3
you.
weeks.
You look fantastic. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling really good.
Katie's cracked jawbones have knit.
Oh, my eye.
And she will look at her new face for the first time.
Are you ready to see what things look like?
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Still works.
I know. Oh man, I still have to.
Wow, isn't it incredible?
This is what it used to look like.
It's so.
Oh my gosh, wow. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Incredible.
I can't even believe it. It's the first thing I thought of when I got my bandages off was I look normal. I look like everybody else.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
With Dr. Siligi's work complete, the rest of the Extreme team springs into action.
Oh gosh, right, okay, what does this mean now?
I think acne is an enormous stumbling block
Oh.
for any teenager, particularly for Katie. Looking at your skin, I see
Okay.
you still have a lot of acne papules, you know, these red bumps, and then you've got a lot of redness.
We
You'll
can't
have
see
laser
anything.
treatments and light.
In this, oh, she's being zapped, girls. In this situation, on this copy of this show, it literally just looks like she has the most flawless skin because she's got 1 pixel and that's her entire skin.
Treatments, chemical peels, all with
Chemical
the goal
peels?
of completely clearing your skin. This type of peel is both going to take off the surface layer and it helps to really get rid of all the inflammation from the acne. Unfortunately, acne treatments don't give instant results. We're going to have to
No.
wait for a period of about 4 weeks to really see
Yes.
complete clearing.
Yes, and sometimes even then they don't fully work.
Finishes the work Dr. Siligi began.
Okay.
Today's the last thing, Katie.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have a perfect
Oh, it's this
smile.
dentist.
I could have never made her smile perfect without Dr. Siligi. He had to do that jaw surgery. Dr. Griffin got her lip in the perfect position, and Dr. Rosenblatt got her gums in the perfect position.
Wait, what? That was not explained to me. Did you guys get that from this? So apparently 3 surgeons were working on her then to move her lips and to move her gums in the right place. I totally didn't get that. So that maxillofacial surgery that she had to have was actually like a lot more intense than even I saw from this little bit that they showed us. Right, okay.
So today with porcelain veneers, what we're going to do is
Porcelain
cover the
veneers.
front 6 teeth, and I'm going to convert these 2 canines into laterals. For the first time, you've got
What does that
really
mean?
beautiful teeth, Katie. Take a look now.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, they're so pretty.
wow. That is, wow.
It's pretty
Wow.
amazing, isn't it? Unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. It's just.
So it was a long road.
Yes, it was a very long road, but this is what makes it all worthwhile. It's finally over, and I can smile and hold my head up high.
That is an incredible, like, I don't even know what you call it, lower face makeover. Can you call it that? That was incredible. I'm actually like feeling a little bit like multitude of different emotions when it comes to this, because without this show, she may not have got that surgery because of the way the healthcare system works in America. Conflictions, girl.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I wish Extreme
More
Makeover
miracles.
was more like that.
Head, laughter,
Oh my god.
ecstatic joy.
I'm speechless. It's beautiful.
Why have she got these
Katie's
like
been in
party
LA
lenses
for
in?
over 6 weeks.
Unique, so it's
Being
shaking.
away from my mom and my sister is really hard. I mean, I'm only 18, and then I'm not at home with my family. I'm getting anxious to come home.
Yeah, I miss you.
Oh, I miss you too. I think I can
forget they haven't even
learn
seen
from this
yet.
experience and learn what it's like to be on your own. I love you. Bye.
Bye.
But
It's
before she sees her
scary.
friends,
The big world is
Katie
scary.
hopes to get rid of those unsightly glasses.
Hi, I'm Dr. Robert Maloney.
They're not, glasses are not unsightly.
Katie really needs something because her vision is worse than 2200 in each eye. I mean, it's worse than the level we consider legally blind. Okay, let me take a look at your eyes.
I would love to get rid of my glasses. I would love to take a picture and not have the glare in my glasses.
Katie, your right eye is nearsighted, which means you can't see far away. Your left eye is very farsighted.
Oh,
Your left
I have
eye
a
also
similar
has
problem.
A condition we call amblyopia. What that means is when you were a baby and your eye was developing, the nerve in your eye didn't connect properly to your brain. And so even though the eye looks pretty good, the brain just isn't getting the signals out of it. So you can't see out of your left eye even with glasses on. Katie, normally your right eye being nearsighted would make you a good candidate for the LASIK procedure. But unfortunately, because you're only 18, your vision's still changing every year. And so I can't do LASIK until your vision stabilizes. I do have one piece of good news for you. You are a candidate to wear contact lenses until you can have LASIK. It's going to be all right.
Oh, that's why the
In the
contact
future,
lenses. Okay.
Hopefully I will get the LASIK.
We have some
LASIK
really
isn't a
wonderful
cure-all now,
contacts
though.
these days. So let's try some of these. So it was a lot of fun for me, actually, for a change of pace, to fit some fun, wild contacts for Katie. Take a look.
Oh my god.
You can just change the color of your eyes to go with your outfit. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
That would be very fun. If I want.
I love contact lenses. I always have done. In fact, I started my career here on YouTube wearing bright white lenses, just white out lenses, hot pink lenses, blue lenses, circle lenses, natural blue, natural brown, and black lenses. But the idea of Katie being like, not particularly part of a subculture of goth or anything like that, the idea of just putting like American flag lenses in and being like, off we go into the world, that's what you wanted. That is a weird concept. That's such a weird angle for this show to go for, because in every other aspect, they've been like, we're going to make you really normal, really ordinary, fit in, and then they're just like, have these American flag contact lenses. So, I mean, it's interesting to see, and I suppose it is kind of a fun addition, but it's just so out of left field for Extreme Makeover. Like, what?
Fun, wouldn't it?
That would be very fun. If I
At
want
least
to
they're
have
trying to
blue
make
eyes
it
one
fun.
day, or if I can have spiral the next day, I can really see myself wearing.
Brody is shaking.
Oh, touch me in the bed! Before she goes home, one last visit with Dr. Shamban.
Katie,
Oh, hello.
phenomenal.
Oh, I
Katie
can't
has
even
really
see.
gone from looking like a gawky adolescent to a young woman. Acne is an
Gawky adolescent. Oh, that's really helping all the other gawky adolescents out in the world watching this show, isn't it? Really, your language is really helping. Thank you, Dr. Lady who wears a flower potter's hair. Thank you.
ongoing condition, and you're going to need to continue using all those creams every day the same way that you take care of your hair and you brush your teeth.
It's been a big change in a short amount of time. So I know if I keep using all these cleansers and these creams, it'll just get better and better.
Katie's
Yes,
skin
that's true.
before, Katie's skin after.
Blah, 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 blah.
Katie's
Someone threw a
body
jelly.
before,
Blancmange.
Katie's body
Another
after.
blancmange.
I remember a girl who was very upset because we had to have you on that liquid diet, which I designed. Did it work?
How long has it been?
And so did her workout.
Katie did, the normal cardiovascular exercise, weight training, resistance training. Rotate, beautiful. Keep the wrist down.
But we're getting her the protein, we're getting her the carbs, and because of that, we're seeing really quick changes.
132 pounds. You lost 29 and a half pounds. You lost 9 inches from your waist.
29 and a half pounds. Oh my God, that's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Anyone who's out there on a weight loss journey will know that that's incredible. I myself been on a weight loss journey. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
4.5 inches from your hips. 39 and a half inches total off your body.
I feel great, and I'm standing up straighter. I have a flat tummy. I'm really happy. I really am.
New body, hot clothes at Joie LA.
These pants are kind of like a version of a cargo pant. They have just casual pockets, not so much to bulk you up. You have a cute body, you've lost weight. The last thing I want to do is add a bunch of pockets and details that are to make your legs look wider. We really
Why are
want
you
to
talking
show
about
you off. I
pockets
want
so
to make you
much?
look really easy and comfortable. Layered that with a cute...
I want to make you look really easy. Yeah, that's what you should say to an 18-year-old. What?
tank top that has some flower detail on it, which makes it young and youthful. Little sparkles to make it cute and fun, and a jean jacket. Almost everything in your wardrobe for college is going to have denim in it somewhere, okay? And then I wanted to add a little bit of pop and fun with the scarf. Great outfit, I think.
Pop and fun.
Me too.
Nah, I mean, all right. I mean, I suppose for an adolescent who wants to experiment with, like, nice new clothing, I suppose a denim jacket and a pink scarf might be quite nice. I don't even know. Where are you trying to go in a denim jacket and a pink scarf?
This is a really easy outfit, a great pair of jeans, a little fitted girly jacket. That's a wonderful thing for every young girl to have in her wardrobe. What I did was roll up the sleeves to make it more casual and layer it underneath a little rock and roll 60s t-shirt.
I mean, it
which
looks
is
a
lot
little
of fun.
bit
still feminine
aging.
and cute and kind of styled and dressed up, but still kind of casual and dressed down as far as going to...
Yeah, okay, you've just said 18 words that don't collaborate with each other. So you've just said, it's very dressed up, but it's also very casual. It's very up, it's also very down. Do you see that balloon over there? It's black, but it's also white at the same time. What is it about these style shows that just, it's like they just need to say words. They need to bombard their clients so that they'll just understand whatever and go, oh yes, what you've said is correct. It's very interesting, isn't it?
class and stuff like that. Because you have very narrow
But at the same time, it's completely not interesting at all.
hips, I want to create the idea of hips. So by buttoning the jacket and making you have more of an hourglass
Create the
curve,
idea of
we create
hips.
that illusion. And also by wearing a t-shirt a little bit lower on your hips, that's going to also give the illusion of a curvy hip line.
I'm half the size I was when I first came here.
That's quite the
I feel very
outfit.
confident, I feel sexy.
Oh, a
I feel
morph
like I can
sequence.
Go to school and...
This
I
is an
can
interesting fashion show. Are they just like,
Go on, do all of this. You're at the fashion. Do this. Get your scarf.
Like, this is a very strange segment. Look, can we watch again? Look, just
Illusion of a
watch.
curvy hip line.
This is very
I'm half the
interesting.
size I was when I first came here.
Is it slightly
I feel
sped up
very
as well?
confident, I feel sexy and I feel like I can go to school and I can just be the best I could be.
Last day of Katie's makeover. The last of Katie's wishes.
I would love to stand out because when I go back to college, I want to join a sorority.
Well, if you're going to join a sorority, then you so totally need to be blonde, right?
Oh, right,
Totally,
okay.
yeah.
Are you excited
Blonde.
about that?
Oh, yeah.
Can we make that happen today?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
What we're
it's
going to
this
do is give her
guy.
10 different shades of blonde through her hair. What these are a representation of what you have naturally in your hair, but I'm adding a little bit of warmth, and you can literally see the sunshine yellow, amber, golden. These are highlights, and this is low lights, a little bit of dark.
What is happening in this very, very quick sequence? He's giving her 10 different coloured highlights. 10 different coloured highlights. Any hairdressers in the comments, if someone came into you and said, can I have 10 different coloured highlights, please, but all base blonde, would you go, what we're going to do is maybe 2 or 3 at max? Like, what is that? 10 different coloured highlights. 10! 10! Prepared to pay out the gullet for that, my love.
Colors that you have in your hair, and they all will blend together and make several colors.
Right now, Katie's
Yeah,
hair is
10
limp and
colours.
tired. We need to
Limp
wake
and
this up.
tired, she's
We're gonna give her
18.
something fresh, some pieces that she can play with around her face, give her some versatility, give her something that's
Is it a
fun
wispy
that she can wear
fringe?
off to college.
Is it a wispy
Katie, now
fringe?
you're not wearing glasses anymore. I'm going to teach you how to do your eyeshadow. I'm going to teach you to use a cream-based eyeshadow, blending it all the way up into the crease. Same with blush, you can use your fingertips. You're going to blend it in. You're going to apply your cream blush across the apples of the cheek, blending it down. You're going to do your lipstick with your fingertips. You're going to blend it and put gloss over that. It's gonna
Oh, it's very dated, isn't it? We're going to have glossy silver eyeshadow, we're going to have glossy hot pink blush, and we're going to have glossy lips. So, I mean, sure. But where's the... If you're going off to college and you're going to be doing late nights at university, like studying, where's the concealer tips? Please don't say wear a cream concealer. Nobody looks good in a cream concealer. Okay, maybe like 20% of the population of a certain age look good in cream concealer. Everybody else, it starts to look a bit sweaty, go.
gonna last all day. It's wearable, it's durable, but you can see your beautiful skin through it, so it's a very natural look.
What?
Your fingertips, you're gonna blend it and put gloss over that. It's gonna last all day. It's wearable, it's durable, but you can see your beautiful skin through it, so it's a very natural look.
I don't know where she's got the idea that cream products are durable. Cream products are not durable. Absolutely not. This is really interesting makeup technique. So if you did see there on her eye, I wonder if I can get a little picture. Let's see if I can freeze frame.
Blend it and put gloss over that. It's gonna last all day. It's wearable.
So here we have her eye. Basically what she's done is lined entirely around the eye in what looks like a brown pencil. And then she's like blending it in with a blending brush. So she's just gonna have these like tight lined brown eyes, which doesn't make any sense for me. When you aren't gonna wear anything dramatic like mascara or false lashes or something to pull the eye look closer together, you can't really just put like, you can't just like run a pencil around the outside of your eyes. It looks very jarring, so that's an interesting technique. You can do this kind of a thing if you use multiple different colours of shadows, maybe 2 or 3 shadows at most, but to use a pencil will just look so stark against the rest of her face, especially if she's only wearing cream blush and a cream lip. Very natural look. That was not a natural look.
Yeah. Okay, let's take a look.
I can't see. I can only see like a mushroom, like a blonde-shaped mushroom. Oh, 4 pixels. Oh, she's very emotional.
This has surpassed my expectations. It really has.
Our baby's grown up.
It's a bit much, isn't it? Oh my goodness. I mean, all right.
Baby.
Baby.
Just ahead. 8 weeks ago,
This
Katie
show
had a dream.
runs at a pace of like
Because of her
9,000
jaw
miles per hour.
deformity, she just wished
For me to feel normal and for me to feel comfortable with myself.
to be a typical teenager. Tonight, she is that and more.
I have the perfect jaw. I can honestly say this is the first time I felt pretty.
Her mom, her sister, her
She's
friends
gonna look a lot
are
older than
gathered at
18
the
though, I
Garden
think.
Room, wedding chapel and banquet facility.
I've tried to imagine
Banquet
what Katie's going to
facility.
look like, and I think I'm just going to be blown away. She's told me she's
Aliens.
turned a few heads. Like, oh my gosh.
My mom is like my hero.
Okay.
So I'm just excited to see her reaction because her little girl is not a little girl anymore. I heard that
This
she went
language is
from a
very
size 12
strange.
to a size 6. So she's gonna have a 6-pack. I'm jealous. For my reveal, I'm wearing jeans and 2 tank tops and a jacket.
2
with some
tank
really
tops?
cute heels. I'm 30 pounds lighter and 40
2
inches
tank
gone.
tops?
Katie's dream about to come true.
I feel like this is my moment.
Come on, Katie. Show us what you've got, girl.
The biggest step I could ever take in my life.
I can't see what she looks like! Oh my gosh. Wow, okay.
When I first walked down those stairs, I first saw my mom. Her jaw dropped. Once I heard the crowd,
Listen to that crowd.
everyone's
She does look like a
faces,
celebrity
I felt
weather
like I
woman.
owned that room.
My body just kind of shut down. I couldn't breathe. Just completely blew me away. It was nothing like I had expected.
She looks older than 18. The same way that we have seen throughout this entire series so far of every single show from the mid-2000s. She looks so... This styling really ages people. I mean... I suppose when it comes to 18, I don't really know what the style of 18 is now, but I think it's very difficult to compare it now than back then, because obviously now we have style immediately available on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, to be able to look however you want. Whereas back in 2005, I think there was like a very specific idea of what beauty was at specific ages. But I do feel like they've aged her again. Let me know what you think, because I don't know about all that. No.
Very much the woman. There's still a child in Katie.
Why are they using all this strange language like
I
that?
hold her. I did not want to let her go. Haven't had a hug like that for so long. My mom has been there through everything. So having her not be there for these 8 weeks is hard.
I will miss
8
the old
weeks.
face because I loved that Katie, but this new
8
face
weeks.
is so gorgeous, and her personality is still there. She's just as sweet and kind and wonderful as she always has been.
And Dr. Silligy views his masterpiece.
She has this new confidence that
His
really was amazing to
masterpiece.
see.
Emotion started flowing out, and I couldn't
Was that her
control
sister?
it. Her transformation just shocking.
And as for her pretty friends,
I don't feel like I'm the odd man out anymore. I
Her
just
pretty
fit in,
friends.
and I'm pretty.
and here's why Katie feels so pretty. She received reconstructive jaw surgery, lip repositioning with filler, topical acne therapy, skin medical peel, acne peels, braces removed, gum repositioning, 6 Da Vinci porcelain veneers, and contact lenses.
Da Vinci veneers! Da Vinci veneers! Da Vinci veneers! Da Vinci veneers must have been, like, considered the best or, like, maybe the most aggressive marketed in, like, the mid-2000s because it's in The Swan. It'll probably be in Bridal Plast if we see someone get veneers there. We haven't yet. Maybe we will. But, and in the last Extreme Makeover as well. Interesting. She does kind of look a little bit like she'd fit on the cast of Friends, though. Do you know what I mean? That styling, that very specific styling.
Katie shrank 30 pounds and 40 inches. Katie, once disfigured, now jaw-dropping.
I do feel
Disfigured.
like this extreme makeover has changed my life. I have so much more confidence in myself. I'm outgoing, I'm talkative. Things can be reached. This whole experience has just made me a better person and just makes me proud of myself.
Make you
I
a
feel
better
like nothing
person?
can keep me down right now.
If you'd like to be considered for an extreme makeover,
Thank you, Extreme Makeover. No. Right, my loves, I'm going to push my laptop away from me there and just kind of like digest what we've seen because I'm actually quite conflicted about this because, all right, shall we get into it? Lots of different emotions, my loves. So I think this transformation for Katie was an incredible transformation. The fact that they were able to do such beautiful work sort of with the guise of constructive surgery. I'm going to try and get my words absolutely perfect here for what we're about to talk about. I may not use exactly the right words, but know that my intentions are absolutely not malicious. So, Extreme Makeover gave her the most what she wanted makeover, if you know what I mean. Like, the way that she was explaining through the whole thing of going through it, she's had a really wonderful experience. Unfortunately, the language surrounding the show and the narrator and this guise of like, she was disfigured, now she's fine, is very damaging. And the reason why I say this is because not everyone who has these problems are going to be able to go on a show like Extreme Makeover and get fixed, so to speak. Katie is one of thousands that may be going through this exact similar feelings, maybe going through those exact same feelings of, I'm not good enough, I'm rejected, people aren't going to love me because I don't look the way that everybody else does. So many people are going to be going through those emotions, and that idea that, like, the language used to explain her transformation is not constructive for the mass. It kind of is almost being like, we've given a golden ticket to this person we considered disfigured and fixed them. Sod the rest of you. That's kind of how I feel like that language was being spoken, especially at the end when it's like, she's grown into a beautiful young woman, but she's still a child at heart. It's very like, so what about the people that can't have that? What about the people that are fundamentally put at problems and at risks because the American healthcare system is so problematic when it comes to fixing things? Does any of what I've just said make sense to you? Because that's how I feel about it. I feel like Katie had an amazing transformation from start to finish. The area that I have a problem with is the fact that this show went through a range of explaining it in a way that was not helpful to people overall. I don't know, do you get that vibe or do you get a completely different vibe? Let me know in the comments box below, because this is one of the ones that's left me feeling like really interesting to talk about. Complicated vibes in the studio today, my loves. I didn't even finish my drink. I was so spooked the whole way. And on that note, my loves, it's time for the Patreons. And you can see yourself scrolling past on the screen here, my loves. And guess what? We've got some gorgeous new Patreons. So I want to say a massive hello and welcome to Martha Sukup, Gloria Staley, Alice McGee, Luna Stars and Sky, Emma McCoy, Corinne Pemberton, Arul Blue Zero, Christine Haynes, Anastasia Bergmayer, Thea, Rory, and Combat Ostrich. Thank you so much for joining the Patreons, you gorgeous people. And if you want to join the Patreon, please check out the link in the description box below. You get access to outtakes and archived live streams and all sorts of other goodies. Today's Twitch shout out goes to Storm Ocelot. Thank you so much for following me over on Twitch, you stunning woman on the go. Can you imagine an ocelot in a storm? That's quite amusing, isn't it? If you want to be in with the chance of being featured in my next video's Twitch shout out, make sure you follow me on Twitch. It's Luxeria Plays, and I stream 3 nights a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And with that, it is time for the glorious top tier Patreons. A massive thank you to Erwin Fox, Stephanie Niatupski, Gaydra Floon, Erin Conkle, Magusta Lagoose, Steph Utek, Caitlin Wright, Dana Broderick, Moldy Apple, Orkos Samoji, Jared Pavlovsky, Jodia, Summer Neff, Shell Herman, Victoria Waldock, ContraPoints, Jenny Hendricks, Min Min DM, Caitlin Coating, and Abigail Ash. Thank you so much for your continued support, you gorgeous people. We really are thriving. We really are thriving. I'm just a little bit away from 80k and I can't believe it. 80k subscribers. And I want to leave today on this lovely note of always tell your friends that you absolutely adore them and you are thankful for them to be in your life, my loves. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Yes. Goodness me, girls.